people want this money that comes when we are sleeping. They tell us there's money that comes when we are sleeping. We have two types of incomes or money. That is active income and passive income. Passive income is the one that is sold out by investors as money that comes when you are sleeping. But I dare say even my salary comes when I'm sleeping, because my salary is pegged on days, time, and not what I do. And that is the question of productivity in employment. That aside, concentrating on the two types of income, that is the active income and this income that everyone wants to have, we dream about the passive income. But do we know, has anyone ever told us the amount of work that we need to put in, the amount of sweat that we need to put in, how much we need to sacrifice in order to have the desired passive income, and how much of that passive income, the amount of work that we shall put in so that the passive income can take care of us so that we go and sleep? How much sleep is enough? Passive income, active income, all money, whether active or passive, is generated by assets. Assets are items of value, resources that have ability to make money. The most important asset that we should talk about is you, the person. You are an asset. Why do you say you are an asset? If actually we have said that, and you agree with me that money is generated by assets, incomes come from assets, then you are an asset because you make your money. You wake up every day in the morning, prepare yourself, go to work. Either you are working in your own establishment as a self-employed person, or you are working in somebody else's establishment as an employee. You have gone to work. You are making money. So you are an asset. So with that, you must see two people in one. There is you who is making the money, and there is you who consumes the money and should make sure that he takes care of the money or the resources that he's using, because they don't belong to him. They don't belong to you. They belong to the person who is working, who is you. A lot of complication. But if you dare understand that part, that there is you who went out to look for the money and made the money the asset, and there is you who is using the money, taking care of the asset that is in you, then you will understand the concept of being a good steward, managing your resources wisely, being innovative, and using your money sustainably or sustainable enough, because you have a tomorrow. You being an asset, what makes you an asset is the abilities that you have that enable you to make money. And the first set of abilities are your skills, your skill set. You have talents, you have abilities, you have friends and people, you have time, plenty of time, and you have your good health. Those are some of a few items or characteristics that you have that make you an asset, and that's why you are able to make money. Once the asset that is you makes the money, you spend it according to the way you want. You have a lifestyle that you cut for yourself. You choose how to live. You are in control of how you make the money, how much you get, and how you spend it. So you have made enough money that covers all your expenses, and a lot is left. You choose to keep it. You choose to keep. So whether you are making your money directly or indirectly, defensively, by minimizing your expenses. That is what somebody else told me is called a budget. You squeeze your life, you squeeze your lifestyle so much that the little that you are making, and you choose not to be aggressive enough to make a lot of money, you just squeeze your life into that little that you're making, and ensure you squeeze out Of that little, some amount to keep away, saving. But I would rather talk of you need to wake up, move out, make money, be aggressive, monetize your skills, monetize your time and energy, monetize your talents. That good voice that you have, you can monetize it. Make much money that covers all your expenses, and a lot is left that you are keeping. Then we agree we are not going to keep our money idle. We will not keep our money idle. Let the money be part of us when we are going out to make money. Let the money also make money for us. Then it begs a question, how much money or how many money are out there making money for you? An asset being resource or items that make money. Then if money can go out, if you can assign your money to go and make money for you, that makes money an asset. So we have moved from asset number one, that was you because of your skills, time, health, influence, and people and talents, which makes you make money actively, because you have to go and sweat to make that money. You do things actively to make that money. Then the much money that is left that you choose to keep, you are assigning it to go make money, because money is also another asset. So we moved from the asset you, where you have made another asset that now we are calling money, and the money has gone out to make more money for you. The original money that you keep from your active sources, I will call it capital in another term. Then capital, or the capitals that you have, they go out and make more money. So it's a question of how many monies, how many identifiable money goes out to make you money. So money, you pull or accumulate, keep keeping money, and that never stops. So long as you are living, you must be active. I'm not trying to be a preacher, a pastor, but I do know this, that the work of your hands is blessed. The work of your hands is blessed. Active income is blessed. You have piled enough money. That is an asset. So much that we can now assign it. We are assigning our asset money. It has gone out to make more money or to bring in more assets. Whatever we are assigning this money to, that is what they call investments. You buy a bond, another bond, a treasury bill, a commercial paper somewhere. You buy stocks, or what they call shares, equity. You buy preference shares. You go on for other debentures. You buy a plot somewhere, a piece of land. You monetize that land by putting it into use. You do some agricultural activity on it. A parcel of land. You build some rental properties. You buy a rental property somewhere. All those that you are assigning your money to are investments. And those investments, if it is a rental property, it is giving you a rental income. If it is land that is on crop production or animal production, it is giving you produce that you convert into money. Agricultural income. If you are going for bonds, treasury bills, they are giving you interest. Commercial papers are giving you interest. Shares, equities are giving you dividends. Preferential shares are giving you dividend. All those are income. So these items that we have assigned money into, we are calling investments, have also become assets, because they are able and they are making you money. So we have transited to a third level of assets, another item of assets. We had the asset you, who is making money actively. Then you keep money as another asset, because money is going out through the assignments to make more money for you, bringing in dividends and interest and rental income, agricultural income, and the rest through other assets we are calling investments. So when you accumulate those assets over time, you have so many multiples of debentures, you have so many treasury bills, commercial papers, and that, which can be categorized through your assignee investors. You have portfolios. You have a group of investments in fixed income securities, a portfolio that settles your living expenses or lifestyle expenses. There is another portfolio that is catering for your security expenses. You have another collection of assets of investment, a portfolio that is taking care of your aspirations, your ambitions. You have others coupled into your legacy portfolios. That piling or accumulation of assets in investment form becomes your wealth. That is your wealth. And wealth is an asset because it's generating new incomes. So from yourself, an asset making your employment income, your business income, actively generating money. You keep the money and it becomes another asset, converting into investments, another asset because they are making money. Those assets accumulate over time to form your wealth, which is giving you income and other assets. Then it comes a time of importance, the most important time, when your wealth, that accumulation of assets, the amount of cash flows or incomes that they are generating, it's so much that it covers all your expenses. It covers all your expenses. That is the time now we say you can comfortably choose to stop the first asset, that is you, from waking up every day going to generate active income for your bills or for your needs. Because you have replaced yourself. You have built other assets. Now we are at the stage we are calling it wealth, a pool of assets that are making so much money. You need to go and relax. You replace yourself. You build wealth that compensates or replaces you in generation of money for your needs. That is the journey that you take in getting your financial freedom, your financial independence. And it is important to note, you start feeling that freedom from the moment you make substantial investment. You have a money market fund to which you are doing, or you are putting in 100 shillings every day. Until you put your daily 100 shillings for 3 years consecutively. For 3. Commitment and consistency for 3 years. Only at the expiry of the 3rd year onwards, you would tell me you have started the feel of passive income. You have started the feel of financial freedom. Just a taste, some sweet feeling of financial freedom. Because 100 shillings at whatever rates that we have, you can't tell me there's anything that you will talk of passive income. The only point is that you chose to put in a money market fund as a vehicle for your investment, thinking of protection against inflation, protection against loss of that money, your capital, and you are keeping it away from you to protecting from you spending it. So with that, you keep on piling. You pile. So you are 3 years for a person putting in 100 shillings every day. That is your saving period. It is saving. You cannot call it an investment. Investments are assets that are generating incomes that you can feel. Incomes that you can feel. So all that time, you have to identify your period of saving, pure saving. You also have to be able to identify your period of investing, when this income starts coming in that you can feel it. Because in the 3rd year, after 1,000 days, that is in 3 years, you will have about 100,000 shillings. If you are subjecting it to a return of 10%, that's the time you'll be talking of. You are getting 10,000 shillings in a whole year. I don't want that thought of 10,000 shillings is little return for 100,000. If it isn't that little, but to me it translates to around 900 shillings, and so thereabout in a month when I divide the 10,000 by 12 months. So 900 for such a person maybe can take care of electricity bill, can take care of a particular bill for a whole year now. That's the time they start feeling the taste of financial freedom. Because it is supposed to be a journey that assets knock off your bills one by one by one. You may not be able to amass immediately a wealth that takes care of all the expenses at once, but you are able to progressively build, ladder that investment, slowly achieving freedoms, more freedoms along the way, to that point where your wealth will have completely covered all your needs and expenses. At the time you are now talking of, you have total independence. Then all after that, I would equate returns to fruits. If you cut down a tree, you forget about the fruits because it is the tree that bears the fruits. But if you enjoy the fruits and manage the tree, prune it, water it if need be, control pesticides, that promises you a consistent supply of fruits. And so it is our wealth and investments. It is the returns that we are talking about as passive income, not the capital. You will note that in our economy, defined benefit plans ceased to exist because they are very expensive to be maintained by third parties or employers. Most of plans that are available, they are defined contribution plans. They only define or specify the amounts that you should be putting in that plan, and therefore the resultant final amount in the plan cannot be determined. It is not promised. You take the balance that sits in your account as at the end of a particular period, because investments can also generate negative results. So now it is the business of you as the beneficiary of passive income or the investments who need to know what you want. You need to know the amount of income that satisfies you, that gives you the desired lifestyle. It is you to determine the goal, which is the volume or the amount, the volume of assets, the amount of wealth that you require. It should be your goal in order to generate the desired income that covers your expenses. So for that reason, it's supposed to be a personal decision. I've highlighted the amount of work that you need to put in. It is your responsibility. It is you to build your wealth. If you are of the kind that stresses the fact that the best investment you can do to your children is education, we don't invest in children. What we do to our children, we serve our responsibilities. It's a responsibility of a parent to educate a child, ensure that child is taken care of. All the needs of the child are met by you as a parent. It's not an investment. In a world that is getting civilized, modernized, and young people are talking of black tax, criticizing black tax, this is not the time you can think of investing in children. Serve your responsibility as a parent. Give them the best education because it's your duty. They should not even thank you for that. It is their right to get educated. It's your duty to educate them. That is not an investment. You need to tailor that responsibility to educate in such a way that it offers an opportunity for you to invest enough for your tomorrow. Cutting down a tree is equated to destroying your investment, your wealth. You need to put in measures that protect that long-term investment that you're making. You don't need to lose or dispose, liquidate your bonds. because a disease has struck at home. You need to have taken care of that as a risk. Manage that risk. You don't have to dispose your investment because of small and planned expenditures. You need to put measures that cushion or protect your investments, because investments is what, or your wealth is what replaces you. It is the assets in the wealth that replaces the asset in you, in the generation of the incomes that are supposed to fund your needs. Keep enjoying the fruits, keep enjoying investment. And remember, it is the amount of work that you put in building or in creating money, because it is money that converts into assets, builds into wealth, and the wealth is what generates the income, the passive incomes. So the point of income that comes when you are sleeping, it's as wealth that has replaced you in generating income. Therefore, sleeping is you doing other things apart from waking up to make money to cover your needs. Thank you for your time. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe.